Oh, a danger. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Nix. And his first look is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And this is one of those something's got to give games. You got the number 1 passing team in the NFL against the number 1 defense against the pass. A lot of times the battle's in the trenches. We know that. We see it all the time. But this game's going to be won on the outside.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. The Broncos at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's McLaughlin. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
19 Tiger.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. That's to his running back, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Nix looking to throw again. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Throwing Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Will Lutz on for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. After After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he's up past the 20 of the 22-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Well, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball. Just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case...
Well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems, because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Here's 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Here's Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Alex Singleton making the play defensively.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They just got to go seize it.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert now. Flush to his right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Up the middle they go. It's Hampton. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Will Dissly from 13 yards out. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And that one makes it 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
A give up the middle to Akers. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now it's Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Akers. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, Nix. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown! Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big nicks.
They hand this off to Harris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Herbert changing things up.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. They snap it to Herbert. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. On the give, this is Harris. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
2nd down and 4.
Herbert.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw, here's Nix.
And a throw right sideline is complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
To throw is Nix. This one complete. It's Devon Velo.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to the air with Nix.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Evan Ingram. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Adam Troutman, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And taken right at the 35. 35 yards that time on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? It is kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things. That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Nix to the air. It's caught by Aguilar. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Eddie Goldman in on that play defensively, and he finishes it off behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going. It's Nix. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on fourth down with a penalty. Here's Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. Evan Ingram, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris, 69 yards. And the Chargers are able to claw one back. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Chargers, 14.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Second and 9. On the handoff, McLaughlin. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to throw. Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. The give is to McLaughlin. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football.
Let's go now. Ready?
Here's McLaughlin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A run, it's Mims with it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Not liking the look, they'll change the play. Here's Akers. They try and run. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Let's look to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. That's Hampton. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Right. Ready.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. That's into the hands of the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. On 1st down, Hampton stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Chargers 21.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Tag.
Carry from McLaughlin. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing Nix. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. Down the right sideline. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Ready.
On the handoff, it's Akers. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Going right back to Akers. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Nick's going to tap this forward. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, They've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that was playing at an elite level.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Go. Baylor tight. Go.
One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans, you